Hello humans, today we're checking out
r/chaotic good.
I remember the time where I tried to say, my cat is an absolute love in Spanish, but wrote, my, my cat made love in front of me. And the teacher had to give me the points because it was grammatically correct. And the picture is a cat. The picture is a cat with glasses. This man is painting peepees on the pothole, so the council has to take action. And you have the before and you have the after. That is pretty smart. I've seen this done like all over the world. Maybe it's just like a big, a big joke, but I've seen it in multiple places and it works. So, well, definitely don't break the law, but those two pictures don't look the same at all. It doesn't even, no. I mean, it's the same kind of shame of pothole, but yeah, whatever. Current mood. In 1908, Winston Churchill opposed giving women the right to vote. Irish suffragist Mary Maloney followed him around as he campaigned for parliament and clanged a large bell whenever he tried to speak. Oh, she's like on a little carriage too. Is she? Or is she just like on the street? I mean, this is pretty harmless. Good way to militate. A bank robber named Pretty Boy Floyd was known for destroying mortgage paper on heists, freeing hundreds of people from property debt. Oh, that one's good. That one's good because like back in the days, there was only the papers. Yeah, that's kind of like, you're taking for you, but you're also like doing something good for the rest of the people, so nobody can really be mad at you. Imagine he's running away. Like people will be tempted probably to like helping. At least I don't know. Like if it was back in the days, I'll be like, yeah, whatever. I haven't seen the man. Shout out to the US embassies in Austria, Chile, India, and South Korea, who have directly ignored order from the Trump administration in flying the pride flags. They have found very clever workaround, as they were banned from flying the pride flags on the flagpole. They aren't ignoring orders, they are obeying the orders to the exact letter. Malicious compliance. Also, in Mexico City, they couldn't fly the flag, but they didn't say anything about a picture of a flying flag. That one's just like so silly. I really love it. That is so much like, yeah, I did what you said. What are you mad about? And it's not even a flag too. It would have been kind of funny if it was a flag, but just the fact that it is like a picture of a flag as like that one's good. Naked woman chases Jehovah's Witnesses off of her porch and down the streets, yelling, "Succumb to my devil vajayjay magic." Why does the picture look like a mugshot, but she's actually finding herself really funny because that is hilarious. Bank robbery suspect threw stolen money and wishes everyone a Merry Christmas. He does kind of look like a bad Santa, or like Santa gone bad, maybe, something like that, with the beard and the hair and everything. The email my sister got from the landscaping company job she applied versus the one she sent back. Good evening, Charlotte. Thank you for your interest in the position and contacting me. The position is still open. However, unless you are a bodybuilder, I fear that you will not be able to handle the workload, as it is very physical and demanding, as we are a hard landscaping company. If you feel you are up for it, then feel free to contact me on the number below. Kind regards. Hi, Muscle Mark. Thank you for your quick reply. Funny enough, I probably have just as much experience bodybuilding as you do, which I'm guessing is none. What I do have is years of experience in landscaping and also building retaining walls. I'm guessing that's what it says, retaining walls, in 40-degree heats, as I did for many years while living in Australia. I've looked into your company before sending this email, and I assure you that it will be no more challenging than the work I have completed before, as it was to a much higher standard than the work I've seen your quote-unquote company produced. However, what I find challenging is working with small-minded individuals such as yourself, that I could probably bench press 5 minutes after being woken up in a 3-year coma, therefore no longer interested in the position. The savagery without even getting vulgar. I'm sure you will have no problem finding the correct individual at your next visit to the bodybuilding convention. Like, that is a little salty, just a little salty on top of it. Kind regards, Charlotte, aka not the bodybuilder. Damn! become ungovernable. Zoo separate 5 parrots after the birds were caught encouraging each other to swear at guests. Oh man, those birds. I mean, I guess some guests probably taught them to do it, and then it just became a whole circle. They're pretty bright. It's pretty impressive to just have a bird talk to you. I wonder if they still kept swearing like by themselves. Usually zoos are not like big enough that the parrot couldn't like hear each other. So I wonder if they kept doing it like from a distance, or if they really had to like separate them in like different closed room for it to stop. My neighbors are too low income to afford a Wi-Fi connection and too proud to use mine. So I renamed mine Free Console Wi-Fi and told them I had read about it and what the password was. My neighbor is now halfway through an online college qualification and I am so proud of her. Yes, that is perfect example of chaotic good. All right, I will read you that one and then show you the picture. Home of a 75-year-old man who is a serial cheater while his wife is away for medical reasons. A cheater lives here, pathological liar. And boom, there it is, a picture of the house right on the garage. I'm guessing they're not keeping the house, I'm guessing they're divorcing, but like 75-year-old, I mean like they've probably been married for a very long time, or the dude got divorced a bunch of time. But yeah, really shitty. The whole neighborhood's gonna look at him sideways. He deserved it, so. My boss keep pinging me on weekends. I used to follow up immediately, but his pin didn't stop. I finally downloaded his resume from LinkedIn and sent it to a ton of recruiters. My boss resigned last week. Just sharing, so you know there's a way to kick your boss out. That is amazing. Everybody's winning. Well, maybe not the people at the new company, but maybe it doesn't have to be in charge and ask people. So you know what? Best of luck to everybody. This is chaotic good. Today, armed activists with the group Don't Comply held their annual Feed the Needs event where they gave homeless people food, winter clothes, and blankets. A crime in Dallas. How is that a thing? I was gonna say how is that legal, but how is that illegal? Why? Why would it be? What's the problem with it? The group was armed to deter cops, with one young participant even carrying a sword. First of all, the sword, I wish there were a picture of it, but also like, how is it to a point when you need to be like looking scary to keep the police away? I'm pretty guessing that the police don't really want to go arrest them. You know, not a lot of people want to wake up and just be like, today I'm gonna free the poor. I guess the sword make it a little bit more silly, but this is ridiculous. If you hate your homeowner association, nothing funnier than installing a 7,000 plus capacity bat roast, causing thousands of bats to come into your neighborhood. This will cause your HOA to complain, but they cannot legally do anything because bats are federally protected animals and cannot be removed. That is so sassy. I guess it's really hard to sell your house afterward though. That is a big downside. But at the same time, I was gonna say, who doesn't love bats? A lot of people don't, but I love bats. So I would be so happy. You know, you get a house, but you know, like you get the house that's gonna annoy all the like annoying people in the neighborhood. Maybe it's a bonus. I was sick of seeing so many people swimming in the river at Yellowstone with clear no swimming signs. So I shouted from the bridge that there was flesh-eating bacteria in the water and everybody ran out. You know what, I doubt this is true, especially since it's a meme and everything. What is this animal? I just realized how weird it looks. Is that a Photoshop bear, or just like a very bad picture of a bear, like maybe an ugly baby bear? I don't think that exists. I feel so stupid right now. I can't figure out what animal it is. Loyalty to Trump is not patriotism. Immigrants are American blood. Black lives matter to this white man. We all deserve equal justice, equality in policing, in all things. Donald Trump is a fascist spewing white nationalist racism. Ask Reddit, what was your
free
hit I'm done helping others moment? One day I found a puppy, dirty, hungry, and just scared and lost. I gave him a good meal and some love, and went to drop him off at the address on his collar. The dude thanked me, then proceeded to beat the crap out of the dog, telling me to mind my own business when I tried to get him to stop, carry him by his collar to a 5 feet short change in a muddy patch with a crappy broken tree wall, quote-unquote dog house, where I'm guessing the dog spent 100% of his time. I called the cops, but it did nothing. The dog technically had shelter, which qualify because tree wall and a roof, even if it's filled with holes and it gets in the 20s at night here. P.S. I stole the dog 3 weeks later. Thank goodness. I don't even think that person's gonna go looking for the dog. Run. My first thought was that it would be funny to stand out there and cheer them on as Michael Myers, since the marathons were the weekend before Halloween. That is pretty hilarious. I've seen it go around and like some people were just like laughing their ass off. Yeah, I'll just imagine them running away from a serial killer. Someone was under your car last night, trying to steal your catalytic converter, but I shot him with my BB gun twice. You're welcome. If I were you, I would get something like a cat strap. Am I reading? Cat strap? Or some deterrent so it doesn't get stolen in the future. I won't always be there to snipe the bad guys. Smiley face. Your friendly neighbor. This is so sweet. It's definitely a kid and it's just like looking out, probably like feeling like a hero. This is adorable. There are Nazis on campus right now and a student brought up like a 1997 boombox and started bashing, taking the Hobbit to Isengard every time they tried to say something. Those we do not share the our genes. The Hobbit, the Hobbit, the Hobbit, the Hobbit must to Isengard, and I believe the Hobbit, the Hobbit. That is exactly like the post with the bell for Churchill's, the lady from before. That is the same concept. I love it. In Jewish tradition, one of our holiday is called Purim. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. It celebrates the defeat of an anti-Semitic politician advisor to a king who liked to prowl the streets, renting his hatred. Part of the story of Purim involves people being rented at, inventing a special kind of noisemaker to drown him out. Basically what I'm saying is this student is following a grand tradition, whether they realize it or not, and they should be proud. Not only Purim is drowning out fascists, it's about doing so in the most absurd and embarrassing way possible. Fascism thrives on the aura of invincibility, and it's hard to hold on to that when people keep making farting sounds every time you open your mouth. So really, weaponizing memes are perfectly in keeping with Purim spirit. Yes, the memes have a holiday now, or at least like join in traditions. Slam face on table. Now this is the kind of religious cultural tradition I can get behind. Woot woot. So humans, if you ever see something happening, let's get festive. When I was in 4th grade, I was in the gifted program and they let us go to the library more often, which meant we had more chances to take the accelerated reading test and get points. And whoever reached a certain threshold got to go to Chuck E. Cheese. So I'd go around asking people I knew had a hard time reading what their logging were and sneaked in to take the test for them so they could go to Chuck E. Cheese. I got caught and they didn't let me go to Chuck E. Cheese, but it was worth it.
Free.
Thank you. That's why we all need to lie and cheat. We love your heroics. We're gonna to deal with whoever caught you. Chuck E. Cheese official? I thought my bald head and build and tats and stuff would keep me untouchable with. I was walking to the grocery store in a pretty red dress, maroon stockings, and white combat boots. I got blocked by 2 very young people. So, you're a boy or a girl? You're silly. I am 42 years old. I couldn't have been a boy or a girl since I was 11. Are you looking to harass boys or girls? Is this a pedo thing? Nah, what? No, I'm just asking if you're a man or a woman. I am better. I am stronger. I am faster. Frank face. I am John Malkovich. And then went on my very way to buy bagels. Absurdity plus intimidating present goes a long way. If someone tried to aggress you, just throw random stuff at them. In self-defense classes, they tell you to try to destabilize your opponent. Like this person, are you silly? I'm 42 years old. I'm neither a boy or a girl. Like that is the perfect thing to just be like, you're already thrown off. You already hey, you're gonna have a fight. You don't engage into physical, but just to be firm. People are just oh, that's not gonna be someone easy to pick on. So they will move on and leave you alone. All right, that was the meme. Subscribe, like, goodbye. Next time, bye. My neighbor is... That was such an ungodly little sound.